Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Haribo Nitai Gora Haribo. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotarasta Shishi Matrinda Gosvāmī Bhai Chalananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotarasta Shishi Matrinda Gosvāmī Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Grantarat Śrīmad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Jai Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Śrīmad Bhagavatam Mahapuran, Chapter 3, text, Canto 3, Chapter 31, text number 42. Tam ātmano vijānīyāt paty-apatya-gṛhātmakam daivopasāditaṁ mṛtyuṁ mṛgayor gāyanam yathā tam ātmano vijānīyāt paty-apatya-gṛhātmakam daivopasāditaṁ mṛtyuṁ mṛgayor gāyanam yathā. Mataji, please. Tam, the Lord's māyā, ātmanaḥ, of herself, vijānīyāt, she should know, pati, husband, apatya, children, gṛha, house, ātmakam, considering of, daiva, by the authority of the Lord, upasāditam, brought about mṛtyuṁ, brought about mṛtyuṁ, death, mṛgayoḥ, of the hunter, gāyanam, the singing, yathā, as. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. A woman, therefore, should consider her husband, her house, and her children to be the arrangement of the external energy of the Lord for her death, just as the sweet singing of the hunter is death for the deer. Tiding. Purport. In these instructions, Lord Kapiladeva, it is explained that not only is a woman a gateway to hell for a man, but man is also the gateway to hell for woman. It is a question of attachment. A man becomes attached to a woman because of her service, her beauty and many other assets. And similarly, a woman becomes attached to a man for his giving her a nice place to live, ornaments, dress, and children. It is a question of attachment for one another. As long as either is attached to each other for such material enjoyment, the woman is dangerous for the man, and the man is also dangerous for the woman. But if the attachment is transferred to Kṛṣṇa, both of them become Kṛṣṇa conscious, and then marriage is very nice. Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī therefore recommends anasaktasya vishayan yathartham upayunjataha nirbandha Kṛṣṇa sambandhe yuktam vairagyam uchyate. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-2-55. Man and woman should live together as householders in relationships with Kṛṣṇa, only for the purpose of discharging duties in the service of Kṛṣṇa. Engage the children, engage the wife, and engage the husband, all in Kṛṣṇa conscious duties, and then all these bodily or material attachments will disappear. Since the medium is Kṛṣṇa, the consciousness is pure, and there is no possibility of degradation at any time. Nārayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayumudhirayet nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatuttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki yam swanubhavam akilam shrutisāramekam adhyatmadīpamatiti tirshatam tamundham samsārinam karunayaha purana guhyam tam vyasa sonupayami gurum muninam mukham karoti vācālam palgum langayate girim tatkripatamaham bande Shri Gurundinatarine ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadātau sankirtanai kapitarau kamalaya takshau vishvambaro dvijavaro yugadharma palau vande jagat priyakaro karunavatarau nityananda vadutin durvasudha pranavallabha jahnavi jivita patir Kṛṣṇa prema pradah prabhu padmavati shriman sutaha sachinandana purvajaha Bhavanmatta jagatrata rakta gora kalivaram vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In this text, Kapiladeva continue to express and explain what is the main purpose of existence in this material world. Śrīmad Bhagavatam explains prasangamajaram pasam ātmanam kavayo viduhu sa eva sadhushu krito mokshadvaram apavaritam. It is explained that any attachment in this material world is a cause of bondage. But if the same attachment directed towards saintly person, sa eva sadhushu krito mokshadvaram apavaritam, it's opening the door for liberation from the entanglement. So how to get that attachment? And also it comes from satisfaction, because when they also explain in Hindi, there is one saying, Khali pet na bhajan gopala lilo apna kantimala. So it means if your stomach is empty, you cannot be happy. That's why you're throwing out your spiritual life, because you should be first satisfied. First dress, then address. Apuna charit jiveri sikhao. So our whole life meant to be happy in Krishna consciousness. Śrīla Prabhupada said, we're creating the society and opportunity to give people happiness, satisfaction. We're creating these temples and this society to give people opportunity to listen about Krishna. And santushtah satatam yogi, when we satisfied ourselves, we start to give Krishna to others. You see? Actually, also in Hindi, one sadhu told me, you have to do prachar, you have to preach Krishna. Yarate hatare kaha Krishna upadesh. Doesn't matter, you're grihastha or brahmachari, empty mind, devil workshop. Just give Krishna to others, then you will be very happy. Preaching is the essence. And how you can be preacher? First you have to be satisfied yourself. Prachar, bhojan ka dakkar, it's called in Hindi. When you're eating, and your stomach is full, and then burp comes in. That's preaching. When you're completely satisfied, you eat nicely, and then when your stomach full, that's preaching. Not like you just, we are very happy. 10 days I didn't eat anything, struggling like crazy. And then we're going for preaching, people looking, can you go and eat first? Just, can you take care of yourself, please? You come, you'll be very happy. So, are you happy yourself? I'm trying, but no, we have to be happy. You see, sometimes disciple came to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and said, I am, Maharaj, I am chanting, shnik shnik, hiri hiri, brum brum, 64 rounds, so many years, I'm not happy. What is this? On Grihastha. He said, because you have worms in your stomach. They're eating everything. You're dumping there so many things, so many Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, so many books, swallowing so many Rasikacharyas, but you're not happy. Why? Because worms of material desires eating everything. They're sucking your happiness from inside. And you're still not gaining your spiritual weight. So similarly, whether it's brahmacharya or grihastha, especially, man and woman, if they're not satisfied in Krishna consciousness, they will definitely empty mind, devil workshops. They are looking for some satisfaction outside or inside, senses. And to satisfy sexes, of course, ultimately this is madness. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarmayat indriya prithaya aprinoti nasadhumanne yato ātmanoyam klishanapi kleshada ashadeha prakṛṣṇa rupina mattaha pramatta kurute vikarma. Matta means madness. And prakṛṣṇa rupina, actually madness to go for sense enjoyment only. We need to go for Krishna katha, for association. And that's why Dhruva Maharaj, he says, there is so many dangers in this mind, blazing fire like dangers, eating us. And men and women, they always exposed to each other, and as we see here, he says, well, this is the gate to hell. We know the story of Pingala also, in the story of 24 gurus. And she's also trying to wait for the client, waiting for the client, nobody coming, and then midnight she feels disgusted with herself. What is this nonsense? And she speaks about the man, it's like on the skin and mucus, and very interesting prayers. And she falls in love, and better my lover is Krishna only. So she directs her attention and affection toward Krishna. And she becomes happy, peacefully sleeping. And it's interesting, there is so many stories also, which showing the moment we directing our affection for Krishna, even though we are staying together, we're living together, then we will be satisfied and happy, really. It's interesting how one disciple came to Prabhupada and said, well, Srila Prabhupada, it's Maya, so many ladies, inside the temple. Prabhupada said, show me where is no Maya, I'll go there. You show me where is no Maya, I'll go there. What to do? We have to deal with, and especially when we're taking this challenge to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. We have to go to so many, challenging places for the sake of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Shiva explains in 6th canto, Narayanah parach sarve na kutaschana bibhyate swarga pavarga narakesh apitulyartha darshinaha. My devotee, see the glory of my devotee. He can go to heaven, he can go to hell even. For me, that's the glory of devotees. Connected to the story when gopis, they gave the dust from lotus feet of their feet for Kṛṣṇa to remove his headache. And Narada Muni asking, do you know you go to hell for that? By giving your dust to the head of God? Oh, no problem. We can go to hell forever, provided his head will not have pain for 1 second even. So Narada Muni understand, that is devotion, to take all kind of risk to remove headache of God, of Kṛṣṇa. And devotees, they go into any kind of hell, taking any kind of risk. I was sharing yesterday the story that's, and I know this, when Prabhupada said to the grihasta couples, very famous couples story, he called them and said, 3 couples he sent to London. And later on he said, well, even those great sannyasis and vairagis, they could not do what these grihasta hippie couples they could do. When they were working for the one purpose, to spread Kṛṣṇa consciousness. And following the order of spiritual master. Gurudeva Tatma. They taking his order as a life and soul. And there is no time to think about all other material enjoyment when they are doing together one job, to please Guru and Kṛṣṇa. Yasya devetatha gurau tasyaiti kathina hyartah prakashanti ātmanaḥ. And they went, no money, nothing. Prabhupada said, just make Beatles, devotees, go and preach. And we know the story. How wonderfully they did this Hare Krishna explosion. And it's done by grihasta people. Those who were hippies, not even some cultural people, you can say spiritually, Sanatana Dharma. They were completely from foreign countries. They never even heard name of Kṛṣṇa. Shyamsundar Prabhu telling the story how they came for the first time. And in this book, Mukunda Maharaj, he's saying, Prabhupada Swamiji said we have to open temples. Let's go and open temples. And they say, what is this temple? It's front store painted white. That's the temple. Just some store building, painted white. That's the temple. They have no idea who is it. What is the temple? What is this? They don't even know who is Kṛṣṇa. And when, they went to San Francisco, and some of them, we know the story. They went to San Francisco, and Śrīla Prabhupada, he never been in San Francisco. First time he flew to San Francisco. And when he came, he put garland on himself. They came, they found this front stores, they painted, all grihastas people. And they didn't know even how Kṛṣṇa looks like. So one guy, drunkard hippie, he said, I was in India, I know how Kṛṣṇa looks like. So, how? He said, I'll paint. No, oh really? Because Swamiji will be very happy if we will paint Kṛṣṇa. This guy's paid some mountain, volcano, some fire coming out, and some blue guy, 4-handed, coming out from the mountain. This is Kṛṣṇa. Blue color. In India, this is God, Vishnu, coming from the mountain. That's their concept of God. Can you imagine? Somebody comes out of blue, smoking marijuana, doing some kind of, and somebody comes, God, 4-handed, blue, and somebody coming from his navel, some lotus, another 4-head guy sitting there. This is God. Very weird concept, in the Western philosophy. And they represented, and then Prabhupada came and he saw, what is this? Then this is God, Swamiji, Kṛṣṇa. And he, Prabhupada was so. And then Prabhupada came out and saw this hippie families, boys and girls sitting and hugging each other, And Prabhupada had to deal with it. Those people, what to do now, how to give them Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Prabhupada took photo of Radha Kṛṣṇa and said, this is God, not that guy, but this is God. This is God. Standing with some beautiful lady, and that's okay, it's very beautiful, but who is that girl nearby? People ask him, who is this girl? And Prabhupada said, this is, anyway, Hladini Shakti, they will not understand. And he said, this is his girlfriend. And they were, wow, even God has had girlfriends, we like that God. So Prabhupada had to speak that language. But later on they understood that there is some rules, there is some to follow for the ladies and for the men. And I was just going, this is the principles. What are the duties of the woman actually? In 6th canto Bhagavatam, it is explained what should be it's 7 canto 11:25 is actually very nice. Narada Muni, Brahmachari, instructing Yudhishthira Maharaj what should be the duty actually to be happy. Strīnam chapati devanam taj chushrushanukulata tat bandhushu anuvrittischa nityam tadvrata dharanam. It is said that when lady rendering service to the husband, to be always favorably disposed toward the husband, to be equally well disposed toward the husband's relatives and friends, and to follow the vows of the husband, there are 4 principles to follow by woman described as chaste. And she will be happy under protection. And nowadays people telling they love, independence, or man also say he doesn't care, partnership. I read one newspaper I read, and as people saying, without Kṛṣṇa, basically what I'm trying to say, if there is no Kṛṣṇa in the middle, many bricks, but if there is no cement in between which uniting people, there is no common purpose, it's just simply show only. It was one article in newspaper, and they're saying that in India, one boy and girl, they wanted to get married. And the caste system is very tough in India, very tough. Especially in Nepal, I really faced many times when somehow nice devotees coming, they chanting, but he happened to be from lower caste, or she, parents are very much against of their marriage, very much against. It's prestige and stuff. And then one couple, they fell in love with each other. No Kṛṣṇa, of course, but as usually. And the parents said, no. So they decided to commit suicide. They decided to jump from skyscraper together. They hold their hand romantically, and 3, 2, 1, jumping together, okay? Boom! And then somehow others, they jumped, but it was balcony downstairs. So somehow others, they survived. And parents came, and this big, okay. We want to get married. Still no. Okay, so again they decided to commit suicide. Really? What they did? Because such a love. And then they took the car, parents' car, and they drove from the mountain to the sea. They went in the sea, car destroyed, they survived somehow. Parents, they injured a little bit, this, that, and again, big commotion. Parents and families came, said, and then again said, oh, we want to get married, no way. Because family prestige is even more important for them. So then again they decided to commit suicide. They got some guns, and they wanted, now it's for sure, they wanted to do, shoot each other. 3, 2, 1, start, to kill each other, Because we cannot live without each other. That was the point. Okay, and they got the weapon, and the last moment parents became to know about that. And they locked in the room, and finally, parents came when they were just about to kill each other. 3, 2, but you shoot first, not shoot first, okay? Don't shoot before count. So they, 3, 2, and then parents, open the door, okay, get married guys, what to do with you. Okay. So they twisted the hands of their relatives to get married. And then just beginning of the story. They got married, and then guess what? After 1 year, divorce, very bad. So all this stuff, and many stories like this. People thinking, vimuktamani, they're thinking that they're happy, but you cannot be happy in this material world, really. And saintly people, they understand, unless there is Kṛṣṇa, and there is common service together. And we know the story of Dhanurdas. Have you heard the story, Dhanurdas, Ramanujacharya, when it was very famous in Śrīrangam Kshetra, beautiful place. If never visited, please go there, Śrīrangam. And Ramanujacharya or Sri Sampradayacharya, he was walking, it was big festival, and they were carrying Śrīranganath in the elephant. Big festival, they carrying the deity. And beautiful ceremony and chanting and dancing and whatever. And this one guy, he was carrying umbrella. And was beautiful lady walking. And everybody looking toward God, Kṛṣṇa, and this guy looking in the eyes of this lady and carrying umbrella. So, and he completely oblivious to what's happening around. He's just completely looking in the eyes of this lady and carrying umbrella for her. Became, what do you call it? Mesmerized. Anyway, Devadas they call them. They're serving this lady like crazy, forgetting anything. So Ramanujacharya walking with his disciples and said, who is this guy? What happened to him? He's paralyzed kind of. Yathā gṛha kshetra sutipta vijjanasya mohoyam hammameti. He's completely illusion. What is this? Call him. I want to talk to him. So he came, excuse me, sorry, Acharya calling you. Okay, come. He just cannot even separate his eyes from the eyes of the woman. So okay, come. So he came. Yes, Maharaj. Yes. What happened to you? But see how beautiful eyes. Just look how beautiful it is. And Ramanujacharya said, don't you have shame? Can you just stop it? No, but it's too beautiful. And then Ramanujacharya, he understood. Unless you show something better, you can, param dristvani vartante, you have to get something better. Okay, and he told him, if I'll show something better to you, would you like to leave that eyes? Nothing is better than this, just I never saw. Okay, if I'll show you, will you agree? Okay, that's the deal. Okay, come today evening for Arati, Sandhya Arati to Rukmini Dwarakadesh temple. You just come to Śrīla Ranganath temple. I'll show you something. So sure enough, he came with this lady. They came to temple and they're standing, and Ramanujacharya was doing a beautiful arati with a ghee lamp like this. And when he was doing this arati, he was praying actually. He was praying to the Lord about this guy, my dear Lord, please show him something. I am hopeless, really we have to help this living entity to direct his consciousness toward your beauty. Yam shyama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam. So by hearing the prayer of his pure devotee, Lord Randana, when he was just offering the ghee lamp, this ghee lamp reflected in the eyes of Lord Vishnu. He is just sleeping like this. Beautiful. Kamala Nayana, his beautiful eyes. He manifests charm. Trust me, when Kṛṣṇa manifests, it becomes irresistible beauty. I have one guy, his name was Charles. He is from France. And he said when first time he met Kṛṣṇa, he was also hippie traveling in Malaysia, and he came in Kuala Lumpur, and it was Rath Yatra. And somehow or other, when he came to temple, just traveler, hippie, brahmacharis were taking out Jagannath from the temple, and it was no enough people to help. So they go, come, can you help us to help? And first meeting with God was, he was carrying the deity. Can you imagine? It happened so. And he was carrying, he said, who is this guy? Black guy, big eyes, It's God. God? He was freaked out, what? This is God? Big eyes, what is this? He doesn't understand the meaning of what's behind, but strange. Big eyes, no nose even. He was sharing personal with me. I thought, there's no nose, no, nothing. Big eyes only, no nose. Strange. Anyway, this Hare Krishna people, okay. He helped them anyway, he helped them. Little he knew that years later, he happened to travel in India and he came to Jagannath Puri. Real story. Big crowd, Rath Yatra, millions of people, and he happened to come to the temple. There is Vijaya Mahotsava, big festival, when they're taking out Jagannath, original Jagannath from the temple. And they and coming like this from the temple. It was beautiful crown like this. And he happened to be near to this Singhadwaram. He was standing there, gates, and huge crowd, big police, hardly you can even come close there. But what happened? He said, mystically happened. Kṛṣṇa came out from the main gate and he stopped. And all of a sudden, crowd, like waves, dissipated and dispersed. And somebody pushed him very badly in the back, like this. So this is Charles. He fall down on the ground, nearly close, just few meters from Jagannath. And he looked up, from down up. Just what happened? He just looked up and he saw in the rays of the sun, it was like kind of really designed by Lord. He saw the shape of Jagannath. And particularly his eyes went to see the nose of Jagannath. And it was very cute, like this. When you can see from the side. Jagannath has very beautiful, like this, very nice nose, really super. I have seen Jagannath close in Puri, like that. Very, like this. And he was standing like this, sun behind, and it was like perfect shape of the nose. And this child told me, I felt sound in my heart. Literally, I don't have nose, look. And he said, I started to weep and cry. I don't know why, what happened. He was still a hippie. What happened? Such a beautiful nose. I fell in love with the nose of Jagannath. And he felt so ashamed. How dare I can say that God doesn't have nose. He was crying and crying. And then after that he became devotee. And then he got this Jagannath. I'm sure some of you maybe even seen him. He was always, for many, many years, he was traveling with the deities on his chest. Like this, Jagannath. So similarly, when Ramanujacharya was doing this arati, this couple of boy and girl, this Dhanurdas, wow, he saw these beautiful eyes, Kṛṣṇa manifest. Would you like to see the better eyes? Look at my eyes. And he was just, immediately he just took his, sight from the eyes of this lady toward Kṛṣṇa and never left after that. He was looking, and later on they became, to make it short, they make beautiful, wonderful Vaishnavas, disciples of Ramanujacharya. He gave initiation to them. Though she was very social girl and this guy was so much Yoshita and he was also attached to the woman, never mind, he gave them initiation and they became wonderful Vaishnavas. And what happened next? Ramanujacharya, very famous sannyasi, very powerful sannyasi, had many, many sannyasis, Dashvatara sannyasi, and so many, Dasharatha Maharaj sannyasi, very famous Kuresha, beautiful, wonderful devotees he had. But he started to spend more time with this Grihastha couple, Dhanurdas and his wife now. And all brahmacharis started to say, Guru Maharaj, something problem. He became affected by Grihasthas. He became attached to Grihasthas than to sannyas. And Ramanujacharya understood that Grihastha devotees misunderstood, brahmacharis misunderstood why I am so much giving attention to this Grihastha couple. And what one day he did in monastery, when monks, they washing their robes, this kopin, underwear, they drying these 2 pieces of cloth they wearing. At night, Ramanujacharya, the guru, he misplaced their underwears, here and there. And morning time, brahmacharis came up for Mangalarati. Where is my kopin? Where is my underwear? They started to fight. You misplaced it. No, you misplaced it. They were fighting amongst each other, creating big havoc in the ashram because they couldn't find their kopins. They were so much attached to these kopins. But then the same day he said, my dear boys, now I want you to do one thing. This Dhanurdas is a very rich man. And we have Janmashtami coming. We don't have. I want you to go and steal from his wife all the jewelry. Just when she will be sleeping, just pick it up, all the jewelry from her and bring to the ashram. That's my assignment to you. So brahmacharis, they said, Guru Maharaj, strange, but anyway, let's go. They came, and sure enough, this Dhanurdas was not at home. He was somewhere traveling. But his wife was sleeping peacefully, as they thought. And they came to her and started slowly, diamond rings and taking all this different jewelry, taking out from her. But then the wife, she was not sleeping. That lady with beautiful eyes, she became devotee of Kṛṣṇa. And she was thinking, why my god brothers, brahmacharis, sadhus came from ashram? Maybe some difficulties in ashram. They need money and they cannot express. That's why they're stealing my jewelry. Okay, let them take it. And she was pretending that she was sleeping. She could have been open eyes and may scream, but no. Okay, let them take. And when they took everything from this side, she was, she wanted just to pretend as if she is turning that side to give them chance to remove this side. But this guy became so scared, they ran away. So she happened to be, remain. So Dhanurdas came morning time, said, what happened to you? Where is your one part of the guy? And what's only one part? I said, my dear husband, these guys came, maybe Guru Maharaj has some problem there. They came to steal money from us. My jewelry. So I was trying to give them chance to steal this side, but they ran away. They became afraid. So Dhanurdas chastised him. What foolish lady, can you do it slowly? Why you did it so? You should have been done slowly. So in any case, so they were so much upset that brahmachari could not steal all other jewelry from them for Guru Maharaj. So and then when No. Actually, when stolen that, then Ramanujacharya said, okay, go again back. Don't be afraid. Go and see what Dhanurdas will do. What he will do when he will return. How he will chastise his wife. And once they came and quietly watching, what will Dhanurdas feel? And when Dhanurdas came, he chastised his wife. Why you didn't allow them to steal another side? So why you so greedy? Why you so... Wow, he's so not attached at all. He attached to Guru Maharaj so much. Grihastha. He's not attached to his wife even. See, he wanted her to give another jewelry to Guru Maharaj, to brahmacharis. And then they realized they were attached too much to their co-pins and this Grihastha. And then they are fighting because of some piece of cloth. And these people are ready to give everything to spiritual master. Saiva Guru, Yasya Deva Tatha Gurau. So, and then that's why Acharya, he wanted to show that attachment to spiritual master is very much attractive, and it's attracting the mercy also. Prasada lesha anugrihita eva hi janati tattvam. So if you really want to attract the mercy of spiritual master and Kṛṣṇa, and because spiritual master is a representative of Kṛṣṇa, like ambassador of country. So similarly, by serving and accepting the order of spiritual master and accepting this serving Kṛṣṇa together, it makes such a perfect combination. And we have so many wonderful examples of the ladies, those who are like, no time to discuss, but like, Hladini Mataji, in Africa, have you heard the story when she went to protect devotees, Prabhus, when it was like, the story, right? So when some government came, agitated, some whatever, they captured all Prabhus in temple and they took them outside to kill them. And she said, no, you cannot take them, you cannot kill them. She jumped in the car. No ladies allowed. Only man we will take out. So no. And they came and put them in line to kill them. And she came and jumped. Stop! You cannot kill them. If you want to kill them, kill me first. And they killed her first. Of course, unfortunately, that's happened also. But the bravery, I have one book, actually, really, I'm just not just, but my point is that when, for the sake of dharma, for the sake of serving spiritual master, man or woman, they become fearless. Abhaya charanavindure. And there is no time to think about any other things. But when there is no higher purpose, people start to be grounded to the sense enjoyment and all problem starts. So that's why this is the best way to serve the Sankirtan Yagya. And the book distribution, actually, honestly speaking, it's such a nice, if you have any problems, just take and go and preach something and give Kṛṣṇa to others. Kṛṣṇa se tumhara, Kṛṣṇa diti paro. So Śrīla Prabhupada, he put his energy in this. He said, I am the best of myself in these books. That's if you can give Kṛṣṇa, you will be connected directly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions? So we have a few minutes. Because you have to give me mantra to stop me, otherwise I can just tell you more stories.
Thank you for the very nice class, Prabhu. So basically, this verse is condemning the marriage life, materialistic marriage life, which is leading to death. And in the purport, Prabhupada basically is emphasizing that once it is when there's Kṛṣṇa in the center, then everything will be fine. There won't be any degrading effects. That is what is being encouraged. And then when we kind of condemned those materialistic relations outside what we see, how people are going through so many troubles and everything, but in reality, if you look at our own community and try to understand how the statistics, I don't know if it is true or not, but there's a common thing within our society saying that even within society, our society also, there's a lot of separations happening. Not this generation, but in the previous generation also. I mean, how do we reconcile such a fact? We cannot deny the fact, it's a reality out there. But how do we reconcile these two things,
Well, my humble experience, my personal experience, because I'm dealing and we happen to run community. We have huge community and I have to deal with so many children, grihastha, brahmachari, sannyasi cases, so many things, and I have to learn psychology also and instruct people. My understanding is we are nice to have the head among the clouds, but we have to keep legs on the ground. Because sometimes devotees, we have, double bhakti shastri, triple bhakti vaibhava, we know so many 10,000 shlokas in Sanskrit, but we don't know basic psychological principles of success of relationships. That's why one of the reasons I mentioned I wrote one book, and one of the chapters there, successful principles of happy relationships. Because without being happy, you cannot just keep community together. And I just mentioned just few of them, basically like 6A of success. That make you really satisfied, happy, and protected, needed, enclosed, part of some wonderful movement or community or family. Everybody wants to be part of something wonderful, isn't it? And before I mentioned that 6 A's of success, and if you can apply it, I can give you guarantee, at least that much. If somebody who applied, I've seen how it works. And it works with me also, honestly speaking. As people, oh, you're not married. I'm married. I'm married with Sankirtan Yagya Devidasi of Śrīla Prabhupada. And Sankirtan means we have such, you have so many children, we have big huge community, so many brahmacharis, we have so many wonderful members, we have to nourish them and feed them and go and collect donations. We have school, nearly 100 children, we have so many cows, more than 500 cows. We are feeding every day more than 10,000 children every day. So big family, quite a big family. So, and I was thinking, in Samaveda, I found one shloka. It's about how woman can become actually consciousness to be happy. Not toward the husbands. It's said, see, dhruvayo dhruva prithivihi, dhruvam vishnum idam jagat, dhruvasthi parvatam ime dhruva stri pati kule, stri vishnu vaishnava sevastriyam. So sometimes like mountain fixed, you cannot move, immovable mountains, and when storm sometimes comes like that. So similarly, woman, when she is fixed in the service of Vishnu, Guru, husband, she is unshakable. You can become independently thoughtful and independent. And interesting enough, if you can, in our grihastha couples, I strongly believe, if you can apply this 6 A's, I will not unfold it to you because I have a big fast seminar about that. First A stands for available. Available. We have to be available. Sometimes, and please trust me, but it's leadership, ABC or GBC, we are too much busy. We're not available for each other, especially leaders, seniors. And to be available, that when we are available for spending time, bodhayantas parasparam tushyanti charamanti cha, sometimes we putting all the projects and all big things aside, being just spend time together with each other. It's such a bond. Just recently we had, just for 2 weeks, picnic with brahmacharis, 100 brahmacharis. We just simply put everything on stop and lost in mountain Himalayas. We got ashram there, and for 2 weeks we spent together, 100 people, boys. And I saw grihastas also. You guys and you, husband and wife, you have a problem, get you lost for 1 week somewhere. Spend time together with your kids and just be with each other, be available for each other. And it's such a sweet thing, they coming completely rejuvenated. Oh, we came to Vrindavan, we just simply put everything on hold and we weren't just spend time together. Available, attentive. We have to be attentive. Attentive to what? To nice, needs, interest, concern and expectations of others. To be attentive. When we are attentive to the needs of each other, to understand what is our expectations also. In this regard, I am always giving example of Marshall Rosenberg. Non-violent communication. Non-violent communication about the needs and feelings of others. It's very to being empathic, not sympathy, but empathy. Sympathy means I know what you feel. I read in Srimad Bhagavatam, I know what you feel. But empathy means I feel what you feel. Para dukkha dukkhi, para sukha sukhi. So and then available, attentive, appreciate, saragrahi. We have to appreciate good qualities in others. Really. Because otherwise, why did we get married? Why we came to Krishna? Everybody has some beautiful quality, like flowers have some honey inside. We have to look for that. Appreciate, and then acceptance. Very big thing. To accept people, because, well, not everybody coming healthy in this spiritual movement. It is a hospital. Everybody have their own horns and tails. They're coming to cure our old diseases here. And we have to learn how to tolerate and accept each other and to work together. Srila Prabhupada accepted so many people. We know many stories of this pig pen story in France. This homeless guy came stinking, and Prabhupada hugged him and he accepted him and he gave him name Rasada Das. He became best book distributor and he left Vrindavan eventually in body in Vrindavan. Prabhupada accepted everyone. Acceptance and apology. Apology. Sometimes to say sorry. That's simple. Sorry. Even you are not wrong, like husband and wife, I can tell you tons of stories. When husband was not wrong or wife was not wrong, but she said, sorry my dear, sorry. And when another party cooled down and realized actually it was my mistake, he asked forgiveness from that person who said sorry, because to say sorry means, for me, my relationship with you is more important than to be right. Sometimes to be right is not right. Sometimes you have to be humble. And you can cure, like in martial arts, when somebody pushing you, there is two, you can like karate do, there is aikido. When somebody pushing you, you just simply, you're flexible. You have to be mature. So ask forgiveness sometimes. Forgive and forget. Man gives and forgives, and God gives and forgives, and man get and forget. So we have to really forgive, apology and affection. So this is basic things, and it's everything in Srimad Bhagavatam. We can see how much Nityananda Prabhu forgiving, how much accepting spiritual masters, accepting their disciples, whoever they may be. We have to learn these qualities, and this is qualities of sadhu. Titikshava, Karunika, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. So we need to bring more qualities in our spiritual practices, even as ISKCON. That's true. To come down to the ground and be more gentlemen and gentle ladies. Not just, because of this woman, get lost from him to hell. I heard the stories. And they're committing aparad and he's going to hell. Who is going to hell? Not woman becoming gay. Oh, not man. How dare, I'm independent lady, how dare. No, cool down. You can also be normal, and you also could be normal, because a woman has some set of rules. You please follow that. And men also, don't be fanatic. Follow your rule. Be gentleman, gentle lady. You can very happily serve Srila Prabhupada. Like that. It's very important. So we shouldn't be extreme, niyama gṛha. Not following rules or following too much. That's bhakti vinashyati. Make sense? So very simple actually. Krishna consciousness is very simple. It's simple for the simple, but very complicated for complicated. To touch the nose is very easy. Really. But no, I have to do it in very profound way, very, very super. Be relaxed. It's just like that. Just respect everyone. Matravat paradarishu. Respect woman. Just mother, please, Mataji. And the mothers also be humble. Cover yourself. Because I've seen even here, some lady came other day. Hair's like loose. Can you just relax? Can you cover yourself, please? Muslim people, it is very, very smart in this car. Of course, it's another extreme, putting black, completely covering. But be noble, be just covered. I've been recently in communities of Amishas community. Amishas, Christian Amishas, they putting, covering everything up to the ankles, this cloth covered. You don't need to put them tight, completely, so everything should be seen there. No need. What's your intention? You attracting somebody's attention or what? Or you humble? Nobody going to get married to ladies who is too much exposed. No need. Everybody want to have chaste wife sitting at home and taking care of their children. I know, I also read, I have some friends, they went to US to study engineering. Engineering. Both of them studying in engineering college, very prestigious college, boy and girl. And being in the same college, same class, they became friends and they got married. Indians, hi. So nowadays it's became like this. In two engineers, and they got their, posting to America. And now here they're married couple. So now she's going to office, he's going to office. They got the job. So husband expecting from her, can you be at home and cook for me? And I'll work and will bring money. Don't worry, be housewife. We are traditional Indian family. Just be at home, take care, nice. I'll bring you enough money. You can decorate house. And no. Why? I am also engineer. I also want my job. Come on. Just No, okay. Then who is going to cook? And they decide, okay, who will come first? He will cook. Because we are equal rights, okay. All right. So that day, this lady came knowingly late. And husband had to cook because he would. So like that. So next day husband said, okay, so I'll just show you. Next day husband knowingly came 1 hour late. So now lady became cheated. Okay, now let me cook. Then after a couple of days, she knowingly came much late. So to make sure that husband will cook today. And then late. And one day lady didn't come at all at home. So and finally they end up in divorce, fighting. That's why in the beginning modern marriages, what happening, first year, husband and a wife listening from the husband, Romeo, Juliet, I love you, all this 1 year. Next year, first year wife listening from husband, next year husband listening from wife. Go and get money. Oh my God, I'm sitting, he is listening. Third year, neighbors listening, husband and wife. So everybody hearing, something happening. And fourth year, nobody hearing anyone. Shanti, peace, because divorce already there. So many stories like this. So that's why we have to make our relationship based on really noble, high purpose of life. A, B, C, D. Aim, behavior, character, discipline. And our aim to please Guru and Kṛṣṇa. Simple for simple people. And simple living, high thinking. And it's, husband has set of duty to protect wife, to make money, to provide jewelry. Everything is there. Why not? And when wife is happy, if she is happy, no need to jump and she will not look anywhere else. She will be happy with household, with children, and with bare minimum of husband's income. And we have to be always satisfied, and we will stop this discussion today with three Chanakya Pandit's statements. He said, because we are not satisfied. By the way, man is fool. When it's hot, he wants cool. When it's cool, he wants hot. He always wants what is not. Always want.com. And then you have to worry.com, and then work.com, and then the weep.com. We can see so many tears. But the smile of Kṛṣṇa, of Jagannath, hasam hari avanatakila lokativra shukashrusagara vishoshana atyudharam hasam harir. Smile of Hari can dry the ocean, shoka ashru sagaram, the ocean of tears. So Chanakya Pandit, he says, if you really want to be happy, you have to be satisfied always with three things, and you should never be satisfied with three things. You know that? You should be always satisfied with three things. With your husband or wife, you have to be satisfied. You have to be satisfied with the food which you are getting naturally at your table, and with your income naturally coming. Sukhavat and yathā dukkham, without any cheating and without extra. And you should never be satisfied, never, with your donations you are giving for Janmashtami to Rukmini Dwarakadish. Patrida Samhita Tatparya, purport, I'm just kidding. With any donation, you can never be satisfied with your charity. You can never be satisfied with your spiritual knowledge. And you should never be satisfied with your japa, prayers. Right? Oh, I did donation 10,000 years, $10. See, put my name in golden letters, Mahadanveer. No, we should never be satisfied. Giving hand will never be empty. And we have to always pray, because family which pray together, stay together. Dance together, advance together. And sing together, cling together. That's the husband and wife, man and woman, and wonderful, healthy, spiritual society. Simply we have to implement it. Prabhupada gave us everything. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantara Śrīmad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Thank you.